and get a good jump there. And we didn't do it 2 drives in a row, allowed them to catch back up. But, we talked about it. You can lead the game at the end of the first 3 quarters, but it's the fourth one that's the most important. And that's we had some crucial breakdowns in the fourth quarter that to led them taking the lead and eventually winning the game.
Yeah, I want to just kind of build on the defense because, like you said, you guys pitched a shutout there in the first half, and then they're able to. You mentioned some of the explosives, but they scored on 4 of their 5 drives. I think there in the second half. What were you able to do so well? You had 4 sacks in the first half. What were you able to do so well in that half that didn't translate over the final 30 minutes?
Sure. Well, I think first off, we were able to keep them in front of us. I think we won on first down in the first half, which against them we felt we had to do, put them in second and long opportunities. When you play them, anytime they get the ball near midfield, it's, they're going to go for it on fourth down. So 3rd and 5 really is 2nd and 5 to them. And so we had to really get them and win first down. And we failed to do that in the second half a little bit. We gave up too many 6, 7, 8 yard plays on first down, which kind of opens up the playbook to them a little bit. And hats off to them. They came back and made some adjustments and were able to get some drives going in the second half. They got the momentum on their side, and by the time we were able to get our foot dug on the ground and make our adjustments, it was a little bit too late.
Certainly some solid individual performances. Lonnie Rice, 11 tackles in the game and 1.5 sacks. Max Villar got in on a couple of sacks there in the opening half. And then kind of Dorian Helms' interception there on that first drive sort of set the tone for you. Just talk about some of the guys that impressed you on defense.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, Lonnie played very physical throughout the entire ball game. Actually got him in a little trouble there at the end. But Lonnie was flying around out there playing with some motion. It's good to see Max get off the football. Toby Brown, I felt, also played very well. You could see him in the backfield quite a bit. And then Michael Ottie's Michael Ottie. Some of the stats that holding stats that against him, I think, pop up or stats that go unseen. I think, even though he doesn't appear in the stat book, that's equivalent to a tackle for loss, I guess, in some regards. But I felt, we were a player or 2 away from there for some turnovers. I think their receiver made an excellent play over Liam Lindo that had the ball in his hands. But felt that Liam played a very strong ball game there as well.
Jared Kiefner back at quarterback or Jaden Kiefner, I apologize, for the second week in a row for you. And it looked like with the second week with him that maybe you were able to tailor the offense a little bit to his strengths, but 162 yards and a touchdown through the air, 51 yards on the ground. How did you feel like he played? And did you feel like you felt more comfortable with the things that you were doing?
Yeah, absolutely. That's he didn't get a ton of reps being our third. He was our third team quarterback coming out of fall camp. So now that he's getting the Lions reps and the Lions share of the reps in practice, which is something that he hasn't gotten, he's feeling more comfortable. His eyes are getting quicker. And obviously his feet are something that we're able to take advantage of some stuff to make things tougher for defenses. And I think he's going to continue to get better as he takes more and more repetitions in practice, and this bye week's going to be big for us.
Yeah. How were you able to, or I guess, how is your offense different? Brennan is such an effective thrower back there. How have you changed your offense, and how are you different when he's back there?
Sure. Well, I mean, we did tailor our offense to the strengths of our players, and I think Brennan's strength was his ability, and his ability to throw the football around and spread the ball around. I think Jaden's strengths are some of the read game, some of the RPO game, and then use his feet. I think that's something the Q1 plus run game has been effective for him in the last 2 ball games. But he has to show the ability, and he's shown the ability. He can put the ball down the field too. We just, the most important thing offensively is we're not going to be, we know what we are right now. We're going to have to make sure that we simply don't turn the ball over. And, that happened to us twice in the ball game. And I think for the fourth or fifth straight game, we've lost the turnover battle. And you're not going to win too many games giving the other team the ball more than you get it.
You put together a couple of great drives there in the first half, both which were finished by Elijah Elliott. He finished with 116 yards in the game. Those 14 and 1 yard touchdown runs. Just talk about the night that he had for you.
Yeah, Elijah, he's having the season that he came here to have. He was a young man who got quite a bit of time at Montana State early on in his career, and then they kind of out recruited him from what we got from the coaching staff. But he came over with all kinds of recommendations from them, the type of person that he is, and Elijah. Is having the season that he came here to have. We're focusing. He's our top back. And he's also one of our top people, and he's somebody that it's good to see him have the success that he's having on the field, but I think he would give it all up for better team success right now, but he's pouring everything in the bucket that he can do as a player.
Question for you from Bill. Go ahead, Bill.
Morning, Chris. Just wanted to ask about the bye. How much time do you give the guys off, and how much do you plan to practice here over the next few days?
Yeah, I mean, we gave them off already. Saturday is the Friday night game. We came in and we worked them out on Saturday, put the game to bed, watched some film of it, gave them off Sunday entirely. We're going to go out here this afternoon in the indoor and get some running around and get some corrections made. But this week for us is going to be a big week for two fronts. We got to get some guys that are dinged up healthy a little bit. And, at the same time, it's a great opportunity for us to really focus on the development of our younger players, the ones that we've recruited that are a play away from playing right now. And, we're going to spend a lot of time focusing on them and getting them repetitions. But this will also be big for our freshman quarterback, Rhett Thompson, who's got to take some reps coming up here, and just getting him and Jaden more and more reps behind the center. And so that's going to be our focus this week. And then we're back in the game week on Monday for Rhode Island.
Yeah, in terms of Kiefner and Thompson, two guys who are down on the depth chart in training camp and throughout the early part of the season, just how valuable could a stretch like this be in terms of trying to catch those guys up a little bit?
Yeah, I think they're repetition guys. They're guys that need to take more and more reps at what we do and how we do it. And it's a little bit different when you're getting 2 out of 12 reps versus 8 out of 12 reps. And that's what they're looking to get here this week. And it's going to be big for their development too.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Chris, thanks so much for your time here this morning. Enjoy the